and it seemed more like he was doing his own personal experiments, and again, based on what happened to him in his childhood. Again, 10 minutes. We're talking about it now, and you know what I mean? So I want to say there was definitely something to it.
Right.
And so.
Well, I guess there was just a lot of it just seemed for you to think about yourself, I guess that's what you mean. I mean, we're sitting here talking about it. And, see, I didn't catch that was supposed to be him as a child.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I thought that was like him I thought he had a son or something, because it was a mom and a dad and a child, and the child has a bunny.
Right.
And they put the bunny down on the ground, happy little family scene, but then there's a cat in the bushes, and you assume that the cat gets the bunny.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, he's pissed at cats, obviously, but okay, so that was supposed to be him.
That was supposed to be him, and that was him as a kid, and I got that, like I said, watching it the first time.
Okay.
So I thought he was just on a mission.
I guess I'd have to see that one again.
Yeah. Okay. Vector of transmission?
That was interesting.
Yeah?
A lone scientist struggles to understand a plague of parasitic insects.
Yeah. I hate to say it because it didn't make that strong an impression on me, and I don't know why.
Okay.
What did you think of it? Only 4 minutes long.
Yeah.
But
that was another one where I wanted something more.
Yeah.
I guess maybe it was too short.
Did it leave you wanting more, or are you kidding me?
No, not the phone.
Ugh.
Oh boy.
It's California calling me.
Tell him to go away.
All right, I did. So vector of transmission.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed like a little snippet out of a bigger story. So,
okay.
Yeah, it was black and white. It was, real people. It wasn't animated or anything. Had a lot of crazy close-ups of interesting things to look at, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Well, let's talk about Tesla versus Cthulhu. The Nightmare of Desolation. Tesla versus Cthulhu. The Nightmare of Desolation Sound.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's quite a title. It sounds awesome.
Yeah.
It might have been. For me, though, it was not.
It was a miss for you? After returning as the sole survivors of a disastrous expedition into the wilds of British Columbia, Elaine West and Nikola Tesla are ready to deliver their report to Miskatonic University. But the danger may have followed them back. Mm-hmm. What didn't work for you? Too much of a punchline to it, or too predictable, or too...
I don't know. The title's all awesome and stuff.
Yeah?
Tesla versus Cthulhu.
Yeah? Seems like it would be more of a stand-up kind of fight and just...
Oh, no. I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting.
Okay.
I just kind of... I don't know. I guess I just
too clever for its own good. I don't know. I was
gonna say I guess I just didn't get it, but then you said it was clever. So
well,
maybe I'm just a ding dong.
I was saying it's too clever for its own good, and therefore nobody got it. Well, I don't think anybody. Well, I'm sure other people probably enjoyed it. It was okay. It took a. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to say whether it took itself too seriously or not seriously enough. I wanted a little bit more. It was just a little bit of a miss for me. I don't think anything was bad as far as the acting, the setting, and
all of that was really great.
So yeah, I'm not sure where it kind of fell down. I'm not somewhere editing or.
I guess I just didn't get the story. I don't know. I was expecting something else, maybe. Maybe that's my own fault.
Yeah?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe that's another one we would need to revisit.
I think so, possibly.
I love the next one.
Couldn't even get it out of my mouth. The package.
Yeah.
The package was awesome.
Yes.
I'm not sure. That might have even been my choice for one of the favorites.
It was, I was planning the whole night, like nothing was topping the package, but then one topped it just enough where, because at the end of the night, of course, we always vote. The audience, everybody turns in a ballot of their favorite. And it was like, okay, that was the first one to really make me like laugh and have a response.
Really got a charge out of you for only being 3 minutes?
Yes.
All right. What was the package?
We don't know.
No, I meant read the synopsis.
It just says a man receives a mysterious package. What could it be?
Oh my gosh. Well, here's mine. The history of I can't even pronounce this name. Braithwaite family. The history of the Braithwaite family has always been shrouded in mystery and scandal. Charles Braithwaite, and I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, has always been the logical one.
Oh, well, there you go.
Eschewing the esoteric and the eldritch interests of his forebears, but the delivery of a small parcel containing notes of his missing uncle's experiments will send him on an epic quest of horror and madness. Or will it? So, yeah, that was highly entertaining. I almost want to... Some of these short films, I look at them as being jokes with a punchline.
Yes.
I mean, they're more than that. They're better than that. But some of them kind of come off as that. They're like short stories with a good twist at the end.
Yes.
The package was...
Well, that was the thing. It had a beginning, a middle, and an ending.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about that as compared to some of the other ones that we talked about where they couldn't quite pull that off. Like the Tesla versus Cthulhu. Like it just, the timing wasn't right with it or something just kind of amiss. Whereas with the package in 3 minutes, they got you through to where you needed to be. And
yeah, I think a lot of them were just like a piece that was pulled out of something else. That's what it felt like. So while I was able to enjoy them, a lot of them did feel like something was missing.
Yeah.
Like I said, I didn't dislike any of them.
Right.
Except for the political one. But my brain shut off. I'm sorry. Like I said, that was just me.
Brine is another good example of that, I think.
Yes. After being lost at sea for a year, Robert is trapped between worlds.
Yeah.
I liked that one.
That was a miss for me. I mean, I liked it okay while I was watching it.
Well,
but it didn't go far enough, and it
didn't have an explanation.
It telegraphed enough of what was going on for me to be waiting for a little bit more. You know what I mean?
You know what it was for me? It worked for me because the feeling of it.
The atmosphere of it?
Because yes, absolutely, the atmosphere.
Okay.
You're just kind of dropped in.
Right.
So you're like, what's happening here?
Right.
They're in the Midwest. There's no ocean anywhere nearby. You find out that he was lost at sea. He had at least a daughter that we know of. Wife also.
Mm-hmm.
Something in there I missed, but like it didn't even matter.
Right.
Because for me, it was him. He was like... He was needing to be back in the ocean, at the ocean, around the ocean, and he's stuck in the Midwest.
A distant echo of the movie Dagon is what I got.
Yes. I was going to say, I love the Dagon stuff. I love the Innsmouth stuff. I love fish people. He's craving salt water. He's bathing in it. He's drinking it. He has an aversion to fresh water. He can't even ingest it anymore. So I was... Like, it was kind of intriguing, like, just watching him and, he had that seashell and like I didn't really know what was going on. I don't know what happened to him.
Right.
I don't know where he was going to end up.
Again, a good beginning, 11 minutes, but a good beginning of something that could go on to be something.
Oh yeah, I would have loved to see more of that.
Yeah.
But so yeah, that one I kind of liked.
Okay.
I liked that one.
All right.
Yeah. Good acting and everything.
All right, the next one.
Mr. Denton. Okay, let's get this out. On a cold winter night, Laura reads her brother David the story of a strange creature that attacks children. Suddenly a shiver runs through Laura's body, feeling a strange presence in the house. It's him. You have a little bit of a different synopsis, don't you?
I do have a slightly different one.
Would you like to read it, or?
I can try.
You can do it.
On a cold winter night, Laura is reading to her brother David the story of a stranger that preys on children. Suddenly, a shiver runs through Laura's body, sensing a strange presence in the house. Is it him? Do you like my dramatic reading?
That was good.
You know what? We never even talked about the dramatic reading that we saw before the show, but
no, we didn't.
Before the movies, but we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
All right.
We're never going to get... Well, this is the last... Mr. Denton was the last short film.
For the first block.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we had our intermission. Hopefully you're putting intermission music between some of the stuff.
Oh, yes.
Because us just rambling on and on endlessly, I'm sure everybody's tuned out by now.
Gotcha.
Okay, so Mr. Denton, that was our first foreign
with subtitles
film with speaking. We may have had some of these animated ones with no speaking. I'm not sure. I didn't catch. I mean, I was writing in the pitch dark, so there were foreign films that didn't have speaking, but this was our first subtitled. The sister's reading a story to her brother. He's in bed. No one else is home. You get the feeling the sister is, she's a bit older. I got the feeling that she doesn't live there anymore.
Okay.
Because she goes into a room that looks like maybe it was hers at one time.
Right.
But anyway, she's reading this creepy book to him, and she asks him where he got it, and he says he found it in the garage. And it's a story of a monster figure that torments children.
Yeah, sounds a little like, for us, we're maybe more familiar with Sinister.
Yeah.
That's the one where the creature comes from the movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Preying on children. This one I'd written a note here to remind myself, and this is absolutely right. It very much had a horror movie feel. Because they're running, there's something in the house that's after them. They're running. It's dark. It had a lot of camera angles and lighting and whatnot that was very classic horror movie slasher film kind of. Yeah, it was really well done.
Okay.
Do you agree?
Yes and no. This one was kind of, I don't want to say it was a miss for me, but it was missing something. I liked it. I wanted to like it better, but I'm not sure where it went wrong for me. Something about it just wasn't strong enough for me.
Okay.
I don't know what. I'm not sure. Maybe I wanted more explanation. Maybe.
Right. Well, that's the problem with the short films.
Right.
If it's too big of a story and you're trying to squeeze it into just a few minutes, sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of last year's film festival. One of my complaints, I think, was that some of them were so long. Mm-hmm. And like, if it wasn't a great story or whatever, it was like, oh my gosh, this is supposed to be a short film. Why is it 20 minutes? But like, it felt like forever.
Right.
All of these were very short this year, which was actually good. But yes, a few of them did present themselves that I would have really loved to see 20 minutes.
Right.
This one maybe is one of them because, what's with the book? Where did it come from? I would have liked to know more if this is a character or a spirit or demon or whatever out of their folklore. I would have liked to learn more about that.
Right.
There is a bit of a twist at the end that I appreciated, and the ending was, it had you know, a terrible horror movie ending. You know, they don't all end happy.
True enough.
It sucked for the people that were there.
Yeah.
You know, so that one was very much like a little mini horror movie.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely.